Smiljan is a village in Lika where Nikola Tesla, the great inventor, physicist, and innovator, was born on July the 10th, 1856. On the slopes of the Bogdanich Hill and near the Vagana stream is the birthhouse of a man whose inventions changed the world forever and to whom everyone is indebted. The Memorial Center Nikola Tesla Smiljan, in its present form, was opened under the sponsorship of the Croatian Parliament and Government of the Republic of Croatia to mark the 150th anniversary of Nikola Tesla's birth. Parochial Church of St. Peter and Paul, where Tesla's father Milutin carried out his parochial services from 1852 to 1863. It was built in 1765 and has been restored several times since then. The birthhouse contains a permanent interactive exhibit that was introduced by the Croatian History Museum and the Technical Museum of Nikola Tesla in Zagreb, with the coordination of the Ministry of Culture of the Republic of Croatia. The life path of this great inventor and his genius are presented in images, words, and sounds on the ground floor of the house, as well as other historical events accompanying his life are all woven into a timeline. The top floor of the house holds replicas of Tesla's inventions that changed the world forever and are the foundation for cutting-edge technologies even today. Tesla studied engineering and physics in 1870s without receiving a degree, gaining a practical experience in the early 1880s, working in telephony and at the Continental Edison in the new electric power industry. In 1884, he emigrated to the United States, where he became a naturalized citizen. He worked for a short time at the Edison Machine Works in the New York City before he struck out on his own. With the help of partners to finance and market his ideas, Tesla set up laboratories and companies in New York to develop a range of electrical and mechanical devices. His alternating current induction motor and related Polyphase 8C patents, licensed by the Westinghouse Electric in 1888, earned him a considerable amount of money and became the cornerstone of the Polyphase system, which that company eventually marketed. Attempting to develop inventions he could patent and market, Tesla conducted a range of experiments with mechanical oscillator generators, electrical discharge tubes, and early X-ray imaging. He also built a wireless-controlled boat, one of the first ever exhibited. Tesla became well known as an inventor and demonstrated his achievements to celebrities and wealthy patrons at his lab, and was noted for his showmanship at public lectures. Throughout the 1890s, Tesla pursued his ideas to wireless lighting and worldwide wireless electric power distribution in high voltage, high-frequency power experiments in New York and Colorado Springs. In 1893, he made a pronouncement of a possibility of a wireless communication with his devices. Tesla tried to put these ideas to practice use in his unfinished Wardenclyffe Tower project, an international wireless communication and power transmitter, but ran out of funding before he could complete it. After Wardenclyffe, Tesla experimented with a series of inventions in 1910s and 1920s with varying degree of success. Having spent most of his money, Tesla lived in a series of New York hotels, leaving behind unpaid bills. He died in New York City in January 1943. Tesla's work fell into relative obscurity following his death until 1960, when the General Conference on Weights and Measurements named the unit of magnetic flux density the Tesla in his honor. A bladeless turbine comprised of the series of parallel discs can be found by the Vagana stream, where the Tesla came up with his first inventions. This is where he made his first water mills and where he gained his first insights into the power of the mind and the secrets of the nature. Ever since he was a child, Tesla would find inspiration for his inventions in nature. His inventions had to be in harmony with nature, and they never had a harmful effect on the environment. Tesla Experimental Station is a replica of the experimental station in Colorado Springs, where Tesla lived and worked from 1899 to 1900. While there, he did many experiments with high-frequency currents, wireless energy transmission, and studied lighting. He also studied wireless transfer of information and energy without a conductor. During the stay, he managed to transfer signals to New York and light up the 200 bulbs and the distance of the 40 kilometers. Tesla's legacy has endured in books, films, radio, TV, music, live theater, comics, and video games. The impact of the technologies invented or envisioned by Tesla is a recurring theme in several types of science fiction.